As a therapist, there are some things that I get to hear. People come sit on the couch and talk to me. And there's a particular phrase that I realize over the years is really detrimental to our progress. And it's a phrase unconsciously. We all use it. Even I use it. I'm guilty of saying this. And I heard myself on two different occasions today say it. So I said, I've got to go on here and let's talk about it, because I know we all do it, and I know you do it too, and I know it's unconscious, and let's get some help with it. And the phrase is simply this: I'll try. It's that I have every intention in the whole world to do it. I'm going to do it. I know I'll be better off for doing it. I'll try. I'll try to fit it in. I was talking to someone a couple of days ago about exercise, and she was reflecting on, she'll go through in her mind all kinds of reasons for why she doesn't want to go out and exercise, right? Or she'll do this and do that and sort of keep putting it off, and then she realizes 2 or 3 hours later, I could have done the exercising, been to the gym, done the paddleboard, whatever swimming, whatever it is that you do. I could have done all of that and been home and on to other projects. Now I've got nothing, just this time that I was procrastinating going to the gym. That's part of the problem with I'll try to, whatever it is that we're going to do. The other part is the brain, when you say it on that conscious level, your intention is that you will. The brain hears it at the unconscious level of, this isn't going to happen. This is a lie. This person is lying to me. And sometimes it's hard to make that connection. And I think if we made the connection more, we would do it less. We would stop inhibiting ourselves and stop putting obstacles up in our life because we're trying to do something or trying not to do something. It's like, well, I need to cut back on the caffeine level, or I need to cut back on whatever. So I'm going to try. But that unconscious part of our brain, which is the engine, if you will, it's the big 80% that's beneath the surface. Our brain, our consciousness is kind of like an iceberg. With an iceberg, you only get 10%. I think we have a little bit more than 10% above the level, above conscious level. But underneath, yeah, not so much. We don't really have access to a lot of that. The subconscious, it's just there. But that's the stuff that is the day-to-day. That's where all the habits are. All of the things are that we do on a routine basis. And if we want to shift or change any of that, we can't try to do it, because that part of the brain hears that expression as a lie. Now in Star Wars, little Yoda comes out and says to Luke Skywalker, as he's trying to mentally lift his spaceship out of the goo, and it goes up and sinks back down. It goes up and sinks back down. And Yoda says to him, lift it up, lift it up. He says, I'm trying. And he answers back, there is no try. It's do or don't do. And that's really the issue. That's the heart of this conversation with you today. There is no try. So I'm saying this in fun to you. Try to hear yourself. Try to catch yourself when you're using that expression. You'll find that it's there. It's at the unconscious level, and it just pops out. And I had to laugh today because I did it twice. Two different points of the day, two different conversations. One was more an internal conversation following something I had said to someone. And I said, yeah, honestly, I said it this way. I am really going to try this time to do it. And then I thought, no, Tom, there is no trying. You can't even really try to do it this time. So I'm staying on it. We're going to talk a couple more minutes and I'll let you go. But it's such a big part of our lives. And client after client that I'm working with, I hear them say it, and I already know it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. And they're sincere in what they mean. Yes, it needs to, if the change that they want, the results that they want are going to happen, they do need to do that. But it's not a trying kind of doing, it's an actually doing of the doing. So as soon as we can become more conscious of that, the quicker those changes can happen in our life, and you can begin to live the life that you want. And by design, to actually create as a creator, as a designer, as an architect of your life. Create it, form it, follow through, and experience it and live it. But this is a big phrase. I try, I'm trying. If you're in my office and you said it, what I would invite you to do is take out your keys, put your keys down on a desk or a counter someplace, and then I would ask you, okay, try to pick them up. And usually what the person does is reach over, grabs the keys, picks them up. I said, no, no, no. You actually pick them up. Try to pick them up and put the keys back down, a little confused. Now you try to pick them up. And then maybe pick them up again. I said, no, that's actually picking them up. Try to pick them up. Now put them back down. And then kind of, sort of like put their hand on it, but not actually do it, and sort of feel the keys. And I said, yes. That's what trying is. Trying is neither doing it or not doing it. It's sort of just preoccupation with it. And that's what we do with a lot of different parts of our life. And then we wonder, why are we not making any headway? Why are we so frustrated? Why is this not happening? And sometimes it gets serious enough that you go see a professional and you go talk to them. And they may or may not point that out. They may or may not have that in part of their explanation of saying, well, why did you get stuck? Why are you stuck there? How can we get you past that? But that's the key. That's the reason. That's the word. It's the great lie that we tell ourselves. I'm trying. So stop trying. Either just don't do it. Say to yourself out loud, I'm not going to do this. Or do it. Make the progress and be happy and contented with your life. Glad you dropped by today. If you want to work with me, there are links in the messages below where you can find and make a contact with me. Visit the website. I think we're all up and active now. There's some things on there. I have a new book coming out that'll be on there and available. Oh, of course, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Let's make this a comfortable place where we can all kind of get together and change our lives together for the better. We're in a world that really needs some breaths of fresh air, shall we say. And hopefully you can find that here. Have a wonderful day. Make it a great day. No more trying. Just do or don't do. Good to see you.